Welcome back to All the Things Real. I'm Mel and I'm your host, and I like to keep things real. So I dive deep into the real lives of the real stories of people in the East Valley and beyond. We are looking for people that are in residential real estate, commercial developments, entrepreneurship, mental health, interior design. We are just designing our lives, and no topic is going to be too real. Follow me, Melissa. I'm a native of Arizona. We're going to keep it real. Hi, guys. Welcome to All the Things Real. Today, I have Alex Thomas. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me here.
Of course. Thank you for being kind of our first guinea pig in our own location.
Yeah.
We are in the office space that is not set up yet. But I think we pulled it together.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
Yeah.
I like the space.
Hopefully everyone will be able to hear us, and yeah, it's going to just get better and better. Okay, so I want everyone to learn a little bit more about you and where you're from and why now I can't stop listening to your music.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much. I have lived in Arizona for a vast majority of my life. I grew up in Ahwatukee and went to elementary school here, middle school, and high school. I also went to NAU. I love Arizona.
Who grows up in Ahwatukee? Tell me more.
I guess myself. I grew up.
You've seen it really change.
Yeah, Ahwatukee has changed a lot for sure. It's, I remember being a kid, and I feel like Arizona in general, Phoenix in general, has
once the freeways went in,
and just a lot of companies moved in. But I think as a result of that, we have a lot more art here. We have a lot more culture and creativity, which I feel like this city was kind of missing for a while. And so it's cool because now I get to regularly meet people like you who do these creative endeavors and collaborate. And
So where did you go to high school?
I went to Mountain Point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I went to Mountain View.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm sure we played each other, but I'm probably a little older than you.
Yeah, but probably crossed, those, seeing the same city, change over time.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell us though, you're obviously in this very creative music space.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots to jump into, but where did it all start?
Where did it all start?
Did you grow up with a family that was musical?
I did not actually. My parents had me in sports up until I was about 12 years old. My dad played a lot of Little League when he was a kid. My dad was in a lot of sports.
Okay.
But I've always had very supportive parents. I got really into rock music when I was 12, 13 years old, and I told my mom I wanted to play guitar, and so I finally got into my first music lessons, and from there I just fell in love more and more with music every day.
Was it was it a specific band? Who was it?
I think it was a mix between Blink-182 and Green Day.
Yes, and I mean, which one? It's not Green Day. Isn't Blink from Arizona?
There's a group called Jimmy Eat World. Yeah, they're from Arizona,
which is along the same vibes.
Yes,
right?
and I was a huge fan of them as well.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I believe they went to. Maybe it was Dobson, but they were in Mesa. They're specifically from Mesa. Yeah.
I won't go into my older brother's bonfire party stories.
Yeah.
They were supposedly there and police get called a lot. I grew up in Lehigh, so
oh, cool.
It's the place, especially back then, where it's you could, even though just an acre, but being surrounded by citrus groves, that you could still get away probably with murder in high school. Yeah. So I'm sure Blink-182 had some great memories in Mesa as well.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so guitar lessons, then what?
And then by the time I was 18, I was singing in choirs, I was taking piano lessons, and I was just really sure that I wanted to make that a part of my life. And I didn't really at that point in time know what I wanted to do for a career, but I knew I wanted to involve music in my life in some way. And so I ended up going to school for music education for a little bit. and did that for a few years. And once I got to NAU, I ended up switching my major to film, and I ended up scoring over a dozen student films while I was there, and kind of built out a demo reel for myself, and then moved out to Los Angeles for a few years and did some work in the film industry, scoring commercials and short films, and I was an assistant to a composer for a primetime TV show at one point too. So really got my feet wet in the industry, and just realized that I wanted to do my own thing with music. And I, as much as I have a passion for film and storytelling, I really wanted to kind of like learn more about songwriting and producing, and really build out my own project. And that's kind of where my current music project, Juno Empire, was born out of. Is I just had this fire to make my own thing with music and build out my own kind of musical legacy that way.
How would you describe Juno Empire?
Juno Empire is about finding beauty in the world and understanding that life is strange and weird, but also beautiful. And I really want the music to evoke a sense of wonder for life, and kind of remind people that we're spiritual beings having a human experience, and not humans, trapped in this, reality that's, constantly throwing life at us. But to really think of life as an experience, and just kind of how beautiful and lucky we are to experience it.
And so is Juno Empire though, like, is that what you would consider your band name, if you will?
Yeah.
Or is it like when you talk about legacy, are you where do you see Juno Empire like grow? I'm sure where is it growing into?
Yeah, I think
and by the way, like, I'm going to ask the dumbest questions because I am the least musical person.
Sure. But
besides like IT, like, which is kind of the same, you are a phenomenon. And like, let's just real quick ADHD moment. If I was going to come back with a superhero power, because to me it's superhero, I want to be musical.
Yeah.
I don't have any of that in me. Like, I tried piano, I think at like 13 or something, and it was just already like, I just couldn't focus.
Okay.
Hi guys, sorry we lost our camera for a second, but we're back. And I was in the middle of somewhat going to ask you a question, but if I was going to come back with a superpower, if you will, because it is a superpower to me, I want to come back like with some kind of musical talent. Like, it is just, besides not being able to sing or memorize a song, besides Lisa Loeb in 6th grade, I memorized her song. It was the first one ever.
Wow. Yeah.
I just don't know if it's because I started too late for me and not having that natural talent. Like, I just don't understand how people can pick it up like you. And me starting at 13 piano lessons was just like, I just couldn't focus and get further than chopsticks. Plus I had a keyboard and I
think, the important thing with music, I think it's for everybody. Anybody can pick it up anytime. But I think, I do think though, I will caveat that with, I think you have to release expectations of yourself. And I think that's even for musicians who have been playing for years and years, because you'll meet musicians who are tremendously talented and tour the world, and they still think that, like they haven't made it yet, and they have imposter syndrome. And so I think if you can let go of, I need to, be perfect at this and perform in this way, and just kind of enjoy the process of learning. I think that's what makes music approachable, is letting go of the outcome. And
I think one of the main things that I would say, and just because of how you're talking, it proves it, that you have to be passionate about it.
You have to,
Even though, yes, I want to be able to sing.
Yeah.
Or just like be able to pick up a guitar. Like, that is literally alien to me.
Yeah.
Seeing someone just play guitar, I just don't understand it. It is wild to me. Music, I just couldn't. Chopsticks for life.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it's called?
Yeah. Chopsticks.
Yeah. I want to get one of the big, like, piano. You might be too young. I don't know. Big, the movie.
Oh yeah.
Like my
Tom
office,
Hanks. Yes.
My Office Space reminds me of that movie all the time, where he moved into you know, the loft.
Yeah.
Anyways, the when he's jumping on the floor piano.
Yeah, you can make that part of your podcast here and just do the piano moment.
Awesome. Look into that, Connor. Okay, sorry, sidetracked.
That's okay.
Where were we?
Yeah.
You were telling us more about what your legacy and what does that mean? Like, what is it going to grow into?
Yeah.
Juno Empire.
I mean, I would love to take it on the road. I'm currently kind of talking with some friends who are going to help me build out the live set of it, which is a totally different process.
And you're solo, right?
Yeah. So I've been writing a lot of these songs by myself. I have a little home recording studio, and so I do all the writing and production there. I have one friend who I record his music for him, and he kind of like helps me out with mine, and so we kind of work together. But we both have our separate projects.
Okay.
I really just want to get the music out there more, and I think the live set is kind of the next thing, and bringing it on the road eventually, and just writing more songs, telling more stories, shooting more music videos, because that's been a big part of the project so far as well.
Okay.
All of the songs I've released, with the exception of one, had a music video that was associated with it, so I kind of indulge my filmmaker fantasies through that as well.
Yeah. Do you since you're solo, it's just, again, it's so much to me. So do you want to be able to do it all, like sing and perform and write and film?
Yeah, I would love to. I mean, those are all my favorite skills that I've developed throughout my life.
You like it all?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite? Like, if someone said to you, you have to pick, like, you're going to be a million gazillionaire, but you have to pick one. Are you going to sing? Are you going to play the guitar?
Oh, I have to pick one.
What are you going to do?
Oh man, probably produce music.
Okay.
If I can pick that, which encapsulates a lot of different things, but I really like creating, and I see like playing instruments and using cameras, things like that. Those are all tools to create, and so I've always been more about the vision, and I don't care to be a virtuosic guitar player. I don't care to be the best keyboard player in the world. I want to make things that I feel proud of that connect with people.
Yeah.
And so I think like music and the skills that go along with playing music for me have always been about what can I create with these skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Do you ever feel like that you want to try to reach out to some, like, I know you had the LA experience, but and the whole like TV and whatnot, creatively, do you want to be challenged more by like other people bringing work to you, or is it just where you enjoy more of creating, like you having full control?
Yeah, I like both for different reasons. I think I like when people bring me into projects for the aspect of seeing somebody else's vision and seeing how I can improve it and what I can bring to the table.
Yeah.
I think when I finish a project, if it's something that I started, I feel more proud of it in the end, and I feel more connected to it.
Okay. You don't feel like you need those accolades, like from other people?
No.
Yeah.
I was actually talking with your producer, Connor, the other day about how, awards are nice. It's nice to be recognized for things. But a lot of the times when you win awards, they're not for the things that you're most proud of. It's just, it intersected right time with, right category or something, like I said, it's nice to be recognized, but I'm always more excited to, I guess get the word out about whatever I'm currently working on, and just feeling the sense of accomplishment through finishing projects and seeing how far they go as far as how many people you can connect with.
Right.
And I think that's for me, that's kind of like my biggest goal. Awards are nice, but I think the real prize is like when somebody comes up to you and is like, I loved this.
Yeah.
And they tell you why it meant so much to them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you do you write or journal a lot?
I do, yeah. I'm a big journaler.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, what does your process look like for you as far as you're not very old yet. So I always am just interested in creative minds because like for me, sometimes I have to like get away. I have to be outside to get inspired again.
Sure. Yeah.
Or you have to go through, I've heard a lot of like other, I'm going to cough really bad. I've heard listening to other artists like talk about, it's like they have to go through not bad times, but dark times and really experience life and relationships. And it's hard to sometimes create when you're in it.
Yeah.
So how do you like, what works for you? What's your process? And I'm sure it might change through life. I don't know. But what does that look like for you?
Yeah. I wish I could credit this quote because it's a beautiful quote. But one thing I heard somebody say at one point was that I have to earn the right to touch my work. And so for me, that means making sure like I'm physically well, I'm mentally well, and I'm in a place where I feel like I'm going to honor myself. And there's a lot of people I know that just grind themselves into the ground. And if you do that day after day after day, you're
burnout for a reason.
Yeah, you burn out, and you. I feel like the output you have is not something that you feel as accomplished with.
Yeah.
And so I meditate, I journal, I work out, I go to the gym. I'm a big runner. That's kind of a new thing for me. And you mentioned the outdoors. I feel like being outside, and we've become so accustomed to being indoors and going to work every day. And if you aren't outside and connecting with nature, I feel like you're forgetting your humanity in a lot of ways. So I think that's really important to get outside. But yeah, just doing things that.
Do you get that runner's high?
I do. Yeah.
What mile is it?
What mile do I get my runner's high?
What was the first?
Even like 3 miles kind of does it for me. But I'm training for my first marathon. So I'm kicking it up to like 18, 19, 20 miles.
That's a whole other alien thing to me.
What, running?
Marathons.
Oh, marathons, yeah.
I mean, running at this point in my life, yes. But I did push myself to trail running became a love of mine.
Oh, yeah.
Where I'd lose myself, and it's in just another meditative state. I think that's what a running high is.
Yeah, it puts you in your body, and I feel like you feel more like centered, and you're not as in your head and getting anxious about what you're you have present. To do. Yeah, exactly.
You
Presence,
can you can go, off for a second, but it's just like meditation where I feel like you'll lose focus for a second, but then you can come right back because you have to, especially trail running. I'm like, you're going to fall off a cliff, or you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think I get that whole like creative side that it really helps you, and you're sometimes does like the best thoughts. Or have you ever had to stop and take notes, or like did a run create something for you?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the thoughts I have on my runs are more like there's a lot more clarity.
Okay.
I can't say specifically, one time or another where I had that, but I definitely feel more, I don't know.
Grounded?
More grounded, and just more like clarity is really the best word that I can think of. And you use the word presence too. I think being present in your life is really important too. And just remember that there is no such thing as the future and the past. There's only the now. And those are, things that happened, they're memories, and they can inform your decisions.
Right.
But at the end of the day, all you can act upon is the present moment.
Right.
And so being there is really important.
Yeah. I think that's why physical health is so important as you age, because it really does help your mental health the most.
Absolutely.
It's not even just about the physical. Yes, that'll keep you heart healthy and whatnot, but it really helps you to get to all of those words you just said: presence, grounded, clarity. And if you feel like you're missing one of those areas in your life, then like move your body.
Absolutely.
See what comes out. And usually to move your body, go outside. Or for me, music. And music is what helped me. Like, I could not run before, and I'm a freak though. Like, I'll listen to the same song over and over and over. It's really crazy. So there's certain songs now that when they come on, I'm like, I think this happened to me last week in here. I was like, this reminds me of trail running. Yeah, certain songs. And they help me get to that space of like that runner's high, I guess you could say.
I love that. Yeah, music I feel like is one of those things. Music and smells can just bring you back to a memory or bring you back to like a mindset too. I think music can be really good for that.
Right. A mood changer.
Yeah. And if you associate a song or an artist with a certain type of feeling or mood or mindset, and just listening to that when you're you know, going into those moments where you want to be in that mindset, that can be a very powerful tool as well.
Or if you're ADHD,
I'm
tendency, headphones. Help me.
Yeah. 100%. I'm the same. I was diagnosed with ADD in the 4th grade, I think it was. So I've been learning my whole life about that, and even still, I'm learning new things about it. So.
Yeah. That surprises me. I wouldn't pinpoint you to ADD.
Yeah, I was saying I wouldn't either.
Okay.
For you,
yeah. I mean, you saw me getting ready today for the set. I'm a little ADHD. I have like a pot in a hand, and I don't know. I have 10 things always in my hand.
But it was very calm and organized and procedural. Like, you did it well. So.
It's organized chaos always.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I have a junior designer. Her name is Bella. You probably didn't get a chance to meet with her. She's on vacation. She, at some point, will touch people that in all aspects of my business. But she tried to come up with like a name or a title, if you will, and to like she's the what'd she say? Organized chaos wrangler or something. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Back to you and your music. Where can people, like right now, being present, what you're working on, where can they find you? What should they be? How can they reach out and like look for you?
Yeah. So I'm on all the streaming services if you want to listen to the music.
Okay.
I have an Instagram page. I'm still learning the social media thing, if I'm being totally honest.
Really?
So yeah,
it's big, though.
It's an undertaking, and I'm trying to understand that that's a process and a skill to learn as well. So I'm taking my time with that.
If you can take it as like a creative outlet.
Yeah. And just figuring out what short form content looks like. But I am on Instagram.
Okay. What's your handle?
At Juno Empire.
Okay.
And then I have a website as well. And if people are interested in contacting me, junoempire@gmail.com.
Okay.
Or I think it's actually junoempiremusic@gmail.com.
Okay.
But yeah, and all my links are on my Instagram page as well, so you can find my music videos.
Are you trying to book locally? What is your present thing that you're working on?
Yeah. I'm trying to get more songs completed so that once I do play a live set, there's enough material there that the band can, play through things. But also working on putting that together right now and pulling the members together. I've kind of tentatively put some feelers out to some people, and there seems to be a lot of interest in people who want to be a part of the project. So that's exciting. But yeah, that's kind of the next thing is putting together the live show. And,
and with live shows, not even if you have all your own content, while stalking you, you do great covers and fun.
Oh yeah.
Is it bad to say remix?
No, that's fine. Yeah.
I mean, I love it. I was like, I wish I could use these on I know the music, when you're on your, you guys, he is the music on our podcast.
Oh yeah.
What's the song's title?
I don't even remember. It was a Skyline.
I knew it was a Skyline or something.
That was a piece I originally wrote for an NAU commercial. Yeah, years ago.
Okay.
But the guy who I worked for, super kind man. He's like, whatever you write for us, you can use for whatever else.
That's so nice. Yeah. I know, it's such a when you're a nobody like me and trying to get music or whatever, you're like, everything copyright and this and that.
Yeah, it is kind of tough, starting out and you because you're an artist yourself, and so you understand the need to support another artist, but you're also how do I pay for all these, resources to get myself off the ground?
Yeah.
I understand that, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, other people in my life too, they're like, wait, you do a podcast? And then not understanding that no, it's not my job. It is a passion project. And I think because it has it funnels into all the parts of my business, and being able to get to the real stories from a client to my podcast marketing manager's great friend who creates music, all the things. I feel like there's a reason why I just taking a break from a podcast. I just started like getting like fiending almost for it. It's like when I used to run, and you'd almost get to the point where you're like, I have to wake up and run. Yeah. You know, it's that I was like, I just guess I just need to record me talking so much. Yeah. And I think it's, for me, I don't like school. And it is a challenge, and I really am uncomfortable. And it has brought now all different things to the surface for me. So it's, I know I have issues because my friends always say, you make yourself uncomfortable. I'm like, I know, but I love it.
Yeah. And that's how you grow, you know,
it's those growing pains.
Yeah. You have to step outside your comfort zone constantly.
I wish I could just hone in on these kind of growing pains to challenge myself on how to talk to someone. It's just another skill, but this is like another schooling, if you will, for me. So I selfishly am loving this, and if it, you know, helps anyone else like hear a story on something like they're on the same path as you or something, I just love that. And also focusing too on Arizona natives, it's my jam, you know. Speaking of Arizona native, where is your favorite place like in the valley to go running?
So lately I've been, I found Tempe Town Lake. I mean, I live down the street from there, but and people always talk about running there. I was always just running in my neighborhood, which is, you know, it's very urban sprawl, but, so it was nice to discover that the Tempe Town Lake goes up through the Greenbelt in Scottsdale, and I will run from Tempe all the way up to Paradise Valley and back. And it's beautiful. There's a ton of parks.
Does that go like along the canal too?
Not quite. Maybe once you get into Paradise Valley, I think it veers off into one of the canals down there. But it's a beautiful run because there's tons of parks through there. There's a couple of sketchy areas, but you know, Arizona. and in a 20-mile stretch, I don't know where you can, you know, not find, you know, something that is a little weird in one section or whatever. But
how many miles are you at right now?
My longest run was 20 miles. But I still have like, I'm running in Eugene, Oregon at the end of April. So I still have some time. I'm still trying to build up a little bit of mileage. And yeah. It'll be a little more humid, but I'll survive.
Do you park? So you drive somewhere to go run, right?
Yeah.
So where would someone find this amazing trail that you love?
Okay, so if you know where Tempe Town Lake is, which is off of like Mill Avenue and Rio Salado, I think, are the crossroads. Okay. Just right there. You can't miss it. It's a huge park, and there's, you know, there's cyclists, but there's really wide, you know, runways, and it's
lots to look at.
And you know, right now, depending on what time of day you run, it's beautiful weather. Right. So
I know.
Get outside.
It's supposed to get cooler, I think, again. I'm not ready for it. The heat, that is.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So if you had to pick a place, I'm going to stay on the whole local vibes.
Yeah, please.
So in Ahwatukee, I don't know like many, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't think they're in Ahwatukee. Like, what's your favorite place to eat in Ahwatukee?
Oh man, that's hard. I haven't lived there for a hot minute. My parents still live in the foothills over there.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just known, growing up from Mesa, it was known as like, it seemed very far. And we would do a twice a year field trip, all my mom and her friends and all the kids, and before we go school shopping, that's where we would go in Ahwatukee. And it was because it was like the first shopping mall where there's an Old Navy, and and it was so big back then. It's so funny. So I remember trucking in the minivans all the way down to Ahwatukee, and then going to a movie.
The AMC's over there. Yeah.
It was a whole thing, but like we would hit every store, and it was every school year.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
So I don't know though now what to eat.
Yeah, that's a great question. I eat a lot more downtown, but even off the top of my head,
Yeah.
I have so many recommendations. I think I even have a running list in my phone of like restaurants I eat at.
I
But
should have prepped you, sorry.
that's okay. And then when I try to think of any of them, I can never remember them.
We'll put it in the comments.
Yeah, we'll throw it in later.
Yeah.
Do you have any recommendations?
I don't know in Awatuki besides what I just talked about, but places to eat, there's just so many. I need to, being in downtown Mesa now, like in the office, in the hub of it, there's just so many good places down here that people don't realize too, because downtown is, it's one of the bigger downtowns as far as like how it's spread out. And, downtown Gilbert is just like a light to a light, right?
Yeah.
And it's very like more, it's newer, and or how they were able to do more of like storefront, like with the patios out front, which down here they're doing that more and more, creating the more interior outdoor vibe. But I feel like every time someone comes to downtown Mesa, I get a text saying, "Oh my gosh, have you gone to this place?" And of course I have. And they're like, "I never knew," because there's all these nooks and crannies. And because, again, you just really have to walk it. And there's a lot of spaces that are in the middle of like developing.
Yeah.
So like we just went to, on Friday night, we went to a Spiritu. It is so freaking bomb. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like the cocktails and the meat
Yeah.
and their seafood. And he's I'm gonna say it wrong, he's a James Beard Award winning chef.
That sounds correct.
Yes.
I think you said it
Okay.
right.
Yes. And they're up for it again. And
Wow, that's
they
amazing.
own a lot of, they have Choco Chihuas down here. They have Maine Burger.
Yeah.
Connor had Maine Burger, my marketing manager, last week, and he was just like, "This is amazing." And that's just like more of like a quick fun twist on still having their like Mexican Latin like influence on it.
Yeah.
But a lot of like, again, their meat is all from Arizona, like up north. So I just really like their culture, the way they do business, and then the food is freaking bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those ones I would recommend, but I do need to probably branch out more. Like in downtown Phoenix, there's just so many places to eat.
There's a really good sushi restaurant down there called Harumi that I love.
Oh, okay.
And right across from there, it's in the same building. There's a cocktail bar called the Rose Garden, and everything is like rose themed, and they use a lot of like honey and like natural like floral ingredients. Really amazing cocktail bar.
Yes.
And then my brother-in-law works at AZ88, and that's been a staple here for a long time. We really, my family and I all love that place.
In Old Town Scottsdale area. Yeah, I like AZ88.
But I was also going to mention, it's not food, but here in downtown Mesa, you guys have the Nile, which is an amazing landmark.
Yeah.
Great.
And that's a good ground. Like as I have different vendors and reps and clients come visit, a lot of them will attach a story to, "Oh, I've been down here because years ago I went to the Nile."
Yeah, there's history there, and they've done a nice job. They think they've done some renovations in the last few years, and it's really nice now. And it was never bad, but it's definitely
the exterior. They did that whole new facade,
the marquee,
and they exposed. They brought it down to exposed every original brick. They got finally. I think it was last year. I went to the ribbon. Whatever it was. Like the historic, they got all these historic plaques. Yeah. So I would check out just the exterior, and people don't realize it's a coffee shop. And they have definitely different vibes going on at different times of the day.
Right. Yeah. But you can they do so much there.
The lines that are still around the block. It's wild.
Yeah.
And she just extended to, have you heard of the Rosetta?
I think I've heard of it, but I haven't checked it out yet.
You'll have to drive by. Michelle, when I say she manages or runs the Nile. She just opened up the Rosetta off of First, so it's one street south of Main Street, and it's another place different times of the day is different vibes. So Sundays is where now the Mesa Farmers Market is. It's smaller, but it's like she's birthing it, I guess, if you will.
Yeah.
And then also they have their own coffee, cute bar. They do events there, and then they're starting to do, it's more of an intimate setting, like smaller building. It's all black, and there's just a big rose across it for concerts. I haven't gone to a concert. I've only been able to go to like the weekend day stuff. But every time I drive by, there's something new going on.
Cool.
There's another, have you heard of, oh gosh, what's it called? It's right on McDonald, and there's, oh my gosh, you would totally love it because you can go and produce there. A lot of artists have been known to like make music there, but then there's a concert venue and it's outdoor concert.
Oh, wow.
But it's like behind a wall. You wouldn't really know. It's now, they just opened an actual like restaurant called, oh gosh, Diamonds, something Diamonds. It's like steak sandwiches, and it's a part of the venue. So now people can go and like, I think you can go in there and order food even if you're not going to a concert.
Yeah.
But I would check that out. There's
That's so cool.
there's so much like Milano's music.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually have a couple of friends who perform there. They're
Okay.
like regular, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And Milano's like, they've been down here, their family forever. And now if you look, like they have at least 3 buildings down here, and like across the street, there's just piano lessons.
Wow.
And
Cool.
yeah. So if you are in the whole music scene, Mesa's for sure. And then the Mesa Amphitheater is great
Mesa
to
Amphitheater,
check out.
of course. Yeah. That was a place I saw concerts when I was in middle school and high school. Yeah.
Yeah. You could, it's interesting because you can go and like collab with them, because they're not, I'm still learning a lot about them, but they're not like, they're ran by the city, but you know, they have to, like, you could go and rent out the space, but it's not like renting out. You would collab with them.
Right. Yeah.
So maybe one day you can have a show there.
Perhaps. Yeah. That would be great. That would be like a full circle moment for me.
Right?
Yeah.
So I heard that you have big plans for your living room.
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Tell us, like, you live in Tempe.
I live in Tempe.
Are you in, like, there's different pockets of Tempe, and it's ever changing. Where are you really close to campus?
Yeah, I'm kind of closer to the ASU campus.
Okay. So a lot of like, are you in the historic area, or is
not
it a
quite?
mix?
I'm a little. I would say I'm a little south of campus.
Okay.
But yeah, closer to kind of like the ASU downtown Tempe area. Yeah.
Okay. So describe to me, like, what's this project? What's going on?
So I'm needing to redo my floors, but I've always had this dream. I have these kind of like, I live in a townhouse condo unit, and I've always had this. I have these like vaulted ceilings, and I've always had this dream of replacing the fan in my living room with a 40-inch disco ball. So I'm finally going to make that happen. I'm going to put, I want to put some like chevron floors in, and kind of like 60s, 70s kind of like vibe and aesthetic, and put the disco ball in and throw a party.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's hilarious that Connor told me to ask you these questions about your space, because he doesn't even know. I bet you he hasn't even looked at my Pinterest that we are going to put disco balls in here.
I love it. We need disco balls everywhere.
No, it is the best. Like, putting, it's such a vibe. Like, the way that it attracts sun, and during like around sunset, like being able to draw like twinkle lights everywhere. I love them. And we just got to do a fun like Christmas pop-up for one of the Sam Fox restaurants, and we did a ton of disco balls, but like as tree choppers, and so it really pushed me where I'm like, okay, I want to just like in the middle of this space do like a like plethora of them. So okay, are you going to invite us over, or what's
for
the
sure
deal?
Absolutely. You guys are welcome anytime.
Yes. What are you going to do for like chevron? Or is it like wood?
I'm going to do the plank vinyl.
Okay.
I feel like that's kind of the thing to do now. It's very durable, and it's affordable, and it looks nice. Yeah. So
I'm excited. Make sure you do a good amount of content, like before, during, and then after.
Yeah, get some pictures, and absolutely.
Yes, and then we'll have to come check it out and do a little tour.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love that.
We could do a podcast part 2 in the disco lounge.
That sounds amazing. I actually have a little bench in my living room too that's like perfect for like a little podcasting setup. So
I mean, listen, if we can set up a podcast in this shitstorm right now. We could do it anywhere.
Sure, yeah. But I love the space. I love what you guys have done with it, honestly. It looks really nice. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Of course, it's my pleasure.
It's
Thanks for
seriously
having
like
me.
the most selfish thing. I just enjoy it so much, and getting to dive into people's real stories, I just am obsessed. So I also feel like, again, I'm really thankful that people take their time out of their busy schedules of all their human experiences, and like, you didn't know me.
Yeah, no, but I'm happy to meet you, and it's been a pleasure, and this has been awesome. So thank you for having me, and thanks for, doing more things with people in the valley, and
thank you for letting us use your song on my podcast.
Of course, yeah.
You guys, go listen to it. It's awesome. I mean, you did make it a while ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's your latest.
That's okay.
But
yeah.
People can check it out, see how you've grown and/or changed at all over the years.
Yeah. All my pieces of music, there's not one that I hate or I'm embarrassed of. It was all just things that I made throughout time, and so, But yeah, I really I know you said that this was kind of your selfish endeavor, but I feel like people need to do more of the things they feel connected to, and so I appreciate you indulging your passions and inviting people to be a part of it.
Thank you so much. So you're going to have to come back, probably give me a year.
Okay.
And then hopefully I'll give you a year to get the disco lounge ready.
Yeah.
And then let's see how more professional I am.
Okay. Me too. Me too.
Like how many less I say.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Make sure you go look up Juno Empire. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry. It is one of those names though that I have the shortest term memory, and for me to go, I have you on Instagram now, nonstop listening in the morning. I love it.
Oh, thanks.
Go and check him out today. He is awesome. Thank you again for joining.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, we'll see ya. Thanks for tuning in to All the Things Real. If today connected with you, can you please share, subscribe, or leave me a review? It means a lot. I'm Melissa, and I'm signing off from the East Valley. In the meantime, let's explore all the things. This podcast was produced by Connor Greenwall, and the music Skyline Funk was by Alexander M. Thomas. I hope to see you guys next week, and I hope you also enjoyed this episode. Bye, guys.